And we're live. I hope y'all can hear me. I'm trying to figure out this whole issues with this wonderful headset and the whole works. And it seems like it's working. I can hear myself on the YouTube channel, and that's a good thing. So let me do the roll call real quick. I got Good Dog Press, aka Manny Correa, on the panel. He is being quiet, so I don't know if he can hear me, but when he's ready, he will speak up. In the meantime and in between time, we got Bethany Frericks, we have Lorenzo Sleestack, and we have Marcus Given and Manuel Correa on the chat. I want to thank you all for joining us this evening. I never, ever script the show, so I never know what's going to happen. Amro Mohammed Khalil. Hello, buddy. How you doing? Oh, yeah. Let me see. I do owe you a showing of your sketch that you did last time. Let me find it real quick. And let me get that going so I can show the fine folks what you did last time for us when you were on the show. Let me do this real quick. Bring it over and enlarge it. And hopefully, oops, that's too big. All right, cool. So we got that out the way. Let me get back on here on the live. Jordan is in the house. Trusty Psychic is in the house. Let me screen this share real quick. Let me see what is going on with this share. And I'm having strobe light syndromes over here. Hopefully it'll clear out. Hopefully it'll clear out. I hate it when my equipment does this, and I don't know what is going on with that. Stop sharing. It does the strobe like effect, and it's not good. It's not good. Manny, can you hear me? All right. Try this again. Share. 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 Boom. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. I see what you're saying, Bethany, and no problem. I could do that. I wouldn't mind doing that at all, as a matter of fact. This drawing right here, or the sketch right here, is what Amro did for us. That would be Amro Muhammad Khalil, who's sitting in the chat. He did this for us last time he was in. Lady Sith, if I'm not mistaken, from the Marvel Universe. No, not Lady Sith. Jeez. All right. Oh, I hear Good Dog Press.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
You can hear me now.
I can hear you now.
I just unplugged my Yeti.
Oh.
My Yeti, I guess, is screwing up. So I'm on my Logitech. Cool.
Oh, it happens, brother.
Yeah. I just restarted my computer too, to make sure that I was good to go for tonight.
Jordan says, old Manny appears. Amro saying thank you. Yeah, I just wanted to share. I told Amro next time I was on, I would post a sketch he did because he had to leave abruptly. He had some things he had to do. So this is me keeping my promise, especially now that Amro is in the chat watching. So there you go. This is the sketch that Amro did the other about a week ago.
Awesome.
So there you have that, you know. And hey, Lorenzo, how you doing? And everybody comes in quiet. Well, anyway, Manny, how are you? There you are.
Sorry about that.
There's no
mic
problem.
on mute.
No, it's no problem. It's no problem. I just, I don't like the awkward silences. Like, oh, then here's Lorenzo.
Crickets. Oh, sorry. It looks like you tried contacting me earlier, and then I was laying down.
It's fine. It's fine. You're
I was
fine.
kind of feeling a little sick, but I'm doing well now.
Yeah. So apparently, I heard that Gary Shipman is having an art challenge, and Eric Boyd, how you doing? Will there be Bembas this evening? If I can get the Bemba drawers in, that would be amazing, Eric. If I drew Bembas,
On my screen right now.
uh-oh. And there you go. Good Talk says there's Bembas.
Every time I turn on Gary's show, he barely says a word, and then he just plays a bunch of classical music.
Yeah, Gary's a really shy, quiet guy, man. But
Oh,
he's
okay.
a good artist. So what Bethany says, you need to draw a pop version of Spider-Man for Gary's art challenge. All right, so Gary's having an art challenge. This is the second time I've heard about this today. So yeah, I don't mind. I definitely would mind doing a little pop challenge for Gary's art challenge. I don't, I'm not really, I'm not really an artist. I'm just a guy that draws sometimes.
The cool thing is I can turn on Gary's show and watch him draw, and then listen to you speak.
I
have a couple tabs open.
Yeah. I didn't even know he was on right now.
Clean up that. You don't need this. That's retarded. The damn thing is not even 2%. 2%.
Uh-oh.
Let me, Manny, you okay over there? Yeah, just in case that's a family thing, let me just go ahead.
Good idea. Thanks.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
A little voyeuristic.
I didn't know what was going on, and I don't want to.
I have no clue. I don't really care. No,
because he said he's not on his Blue Yeti, so you can mute that. And I think he might not be able to mute what he's doing right now. So I'm just gonna put him on pause for now. Just give him privacy. Give him privacy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's for the best.
And hope for the best. So Bethany, tell me more about said art challenge and what I need to do, what's going on and all that good stuff. Needs to be in for tomorrow. Nope, not doing it. I'm a slow old man. I ain't got that kind of time. I would have to do for it to be in by tomorrow. I would have to do it traditional. I can't draw that fast digital. And I don't know if I've got that kind of time. Yes, you do, E. I got time, my Jordan. I ain't got that kind of time. Right now, it's just me and my world against you guys. But this is only a 2-hour stream, so hopefully we'll get a couple of more people in. I think he'll ink it and help sell it on Friday night auctions if you win that week. So here's the thing. No, I ink my own, which is why it has to be done by Wednesday. I don't know, Bethany. I like inking my own stuff. It's kind of like the only thing I cannot do is color because I am colorblind. So I like to draw it and ink it and finish it out. Call me crazy. Call me old fashioned. Nah, I don't know. I can do it, and this is for his book. I'm assuming that it's for his book. I'll wait for the chat to do what they do.
Hopefully Manny catches on that he's muted.
Oh, is he talking? Let me see.
No, I'm not sure.
Let me see.
I don't know. Don't see anything, but it just says muted. So
yeah, I did that. Let me see if I can unmute him. Apparently, I cannot. Huh. I can mute him, but I cannot unmute him. Let me see. Control panel.
Yeah, you can unmute me at any time.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, I'm having a bad day right now.
Yeah, I wanted to give you some privacy. Because you were having a bad day. I just didn't want to broadcast it over the internet.
Well, when you tell somebody to do something and they don't do it, you get kind of upset.
Yeah. Cars is saying I'll be taking, he'll be talking away and not know it. Nah, he knows. Carl's comment says you can ink, but he's going to print it out and ink it again. Not this thing for his new thing for his channel. All right. That's awesome. I like the idea. I never know. We might pick it up too. Shoot. Be like, hey, if you want to draw something and have us ink it. What do you think, Manny? Nah, we're gonna leave Gary alone. Yeah. Again, if I'm gonna draw traditional, if I'm gonna draw in pencil, it's gonna be traditional. Definitely not gonna get involved in anything like that, and I definitely don't have time. But I can, I can draw something on Saturday for next week, whatever they're doing next week. You know, it's kind of the way I roll. The only time I can really draw is on the weekends.
So you've penciled things before. You don't just do digital.
Yeah, I work traditional.
Well, that's cool.
I work traditional. Yeah, definitely. I have pretty much all the tools.
Have you inked things traditionally too?
Yeah, I'm not as good though.
Yeah, I would think that would be kind of difficult. Isn't it kind of a different kind of skill? Like some
Um,
people only do one or the other, right?
no, a lot of people do both, but the thing with inking, it's just some people are really tight pencilers, and some people are real good at inking. Um,
I
you
remember
know,
Ethan once said that like somebody, if you want to make money, you got to do both pencil and
yeah.
inking.
But here's the
But
thing. The thing with that is, okay, pencils on pencils. If you do a nice tight pencil, it looks good. But with inking, you can mess up the whole drawing. You can mess up the panel. If you oversaturate or you make too much dark or your line weights are not right, you could definitely ruin the artwork. You can make it so it's in, I don't want to say ineligible, uh, shoot. You'll make it so it's very hard to make things out. So inking is a whole different process, you know. It definitely requires a lot of line weight and also light sourcing, and it also you don't want to over ink, you don't want to overwork a page because then it just looks like it has no definition. It just looks like a blob. It doesn't look appealing. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that could be a problem.
Yeah, so if you over ink a page or if you overwork a page in inking, it just doesn't look as sharp. It doesn't look as crisp. It doesn't look as clear. You
So is
know,
that why digital? Like you could just go and you could go and undo something with digital.
yeah. So that's why for me, I rather do it digital because I'm still learning on inking. Um, so when I do it on digital, if I mess something up, I could just erase the line, start all over again.
Makes sense.
But if I do it, and that's why I'd rather practice on digital. So once I figure out exactly how and what, and Good Dog Press got something going on here. What? Once I figure out what's going on, then I can go. Sometimes I'll do that. Sometimes I'll ink something on digits and work it out, and then wow, nice. And then I got speechless for a second, and then I'll do it traditional. Now for me, I got it like
I'm white boxing with Manny screen. I don't know what you're doing, but I'm white boxing it.
I know, man. Yeah.
My Lord. You guys even know what the hell I'm doing?
I don't know. But
I'm
it looks like you picked you found your old collection from underneath the bed and brought it out to the digital world.
No, I will be leaving you like about quarter to whenever you're going to end the stream. I'm going to leave a little early. I'm going to try to go get on that cheesecake tonight. Cheesecake challenge.
Yeah. That'd be so much better with you on there, and hopefully Pablo could get on there.
Yeah, because there wasn't much cheesecake last week.
It was something. It just wasn't quite cheesecake.
Yeah, it's like, come on, you guys are gonna do cheesecake. You need Pablo, you need Manny on that.
It was a good first. It was a good first show. I mean, it was the first time they tried it. It was a good experiment, but it could be better. I know he could do a much better show. I mean, it's like Jimmy. I know that guy can do good shows.
So all I'm doing right now is I'm just taking a color palette. I like this. This was my favorite model to do all my work before. I even did this. I painted this before too.
Nice.
So I really like this. She's a woman. She's not a little skeleton, that's for sure. She's got curves and everything.
Yeah, people in the chat are really happy about that too.
You guys wanted the bimbas.
Let's see what they're saying.
You guys wanted the bimbas. Well, here's your bimbas. Okay?
There's the bimbas.
Okay, so that's what I'm doing now. If you guys know, all I'm doing is picking colors. I'm making my color palette for tonight.
Take
Hey,
Fair
Manny.
says Bob's.
Hey,
All
Manny.
caps.
Yeah, she does have bobs. She's a woman. What you
Exclamation point. And then he's got, I don't even know what that little guy is next to the Bob's. Some sort of smiley. Some astonished. The astonished smiley.
So yeah, Tank Parrot says a lot of things, and Slick Jimmy and I Jordan is asking about Slick Jimmy's channel. He's also asking if you can show the French made sleeve stack.
Oh, the sleeve stack. I gotta go look for it. I forget where the hell I had to take it off. Like I said, I just restarted my computer. So
It's all good.
like I said, what I'm doing now, this is what I'm going to draw tonight. That's my little sketch.
That is the sketch. It's a nice little sketch. Just a Rican in his comics, aka Rod, is in the chat. What's up, Rod? How you doing tonight? Tank Ferret is in there. Hi, Tank Ferret. How you doing? Humphrey Bear says hashtag Gary's Art Challenge, and Cross Comics says that he's gonna do the same thing. He's inspired to have people turn in some artwork so he can.
Is Cross Comics gonna draw women in lingerie also? That's awesome.
No, he's gonna do what Gary's doing.
Oh, come on, Cross. You got the challenge tonight is to draw a woman lounging with Rumble Terrier. So that's what I got.
What? Rebel Terrier is going to be part of it.
Yeah, don't you see little Rumble Terrier down there?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I would think that Rick could be doing the Lord's work. He could be doing the Lord's work, drawing cheesecakes.
What's wrong with drawing cheesecake? You're entertaining the masses.
Yep. Tank Fred. Don't show what's possible. My internet is even worse today. Rumble the stud, they're saying.
You know, I gotta practice. That's what I'm doing. I'm practicing right now, people. Practicing how am I gonna do fishnet stockings, all that kind of stuff.
So it's definitely way more interesting than anything I was gonna do. I'm just gonna pencil over some Jim Lee Spider-Man pencils.
Hey, that's
the same Superman I've done before, but I was like, oh, there's nobody on, and I don't know what to do. So I was like, oh, let me just grab those Jim Lee pencils and break it out again, I guess. I was like, oh, that'll work out because the show must go on. Either that or I was going to start playing Division 2 and have people watch me get killed over and over and over again.
That's not fun.
No, it's not fun for them. It's fun for them because they get to laugh at me. It's not fun for me because I'm the one that's getting killed.
Yeah, that gets a bit redundant after first couple times.
They're like, oh, it says, Hi Jordan says, draw a sexy spider woman with a spider rumbler.
Spider rumbler.
Rumber, I'm sorry. It's rumber. Rumber? I don't know. That's understandable. Just Rod, do what you do. Do what you do.
What is he doing?
He is chilling with the wife, spending time with la esposa.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. We have the one, the only, the true to his word, Trusty, psychic in the house.
Trusty.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good
to see you, man.
Trusty has a blank sheet of paper. Trusty, what are you going to do with that blank sheet of paper?
Well, I'm just sort of sketching out some ideas. I thought I might try to flesh out an idea for a cover for It Came Out on a Wednesday and send it to Peter Samedi and see what he thinks.
Okay, nice.
But before I do that, I want to go ahead and share with everybody the finished.
Oh, let me white box the great trusty psychic.
Wow, great.
So there we go. I finally finished inking it. I may come back and put something in the background, but I wanted to have a clean ink job for a couple of guys who wanted to color it for me. So, I thought, yeah, I'd love to see what they can do with some colors. But
that's looking really sharp. I like that.
I'm pretty happy with it. I'm not real happy with the pens that decided to start drying out on me as I was doing it, but
yeah, you got refillable Copics though, right?
Yeah, I do. I don't have any refills yet.
Oh,
so the ones that were dying on me, I opened them up and put a few drops of Ultra Draw black ink in them.
Yeah, that should work.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Hopefully. So Justin Rican in his comic is saying that green face though. And I Jordan says, "Oh yay, so cool for Trusty." Marcus Gibbons says, "You get used to that green face." I Jordan says, "Looking amazing." And Eric Envoy said, "That is fantastic art depicting the JSA." I'm sorry.
Thank you so much.
I was about to say JLA, but
so Trusty, do you go to Artist Alley at the different conventions?
I really don't get out to shows anymore. And the only I was only going to Heroes Con and then occasionally the Virginia Comic Con up in Richmond, once or twice to Baltimore, but it was really just to hang out with my friends from Tsunami Studios who are down in Greensboro area.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, but like this year, I was all set to go to Heroes Con, but son's graduation, so can't do that. If the guys aren't going to a show, then it's not as much fun for me.
Right. Justin Rican in his comic says he loves that artwork. So Trusty, you're getting a lot of love.
Thank you.
Getting a lot of love. And
you have your own Indiegogo campaign or Kickstarter, or have you?
I'm not the idea man.
Before?
I'm not an idea man, Lorenzo. I need a writer to work with. That's the truth.
Because that would be amazing to see your artwork in a comic book.
Well, thank you.
I
have to say that piece that I just finished, that's way better than my sequentials are.
Yeah, sequentials are a whole different ball of wax as well.
They really are.
Artwork is one thing. Drawing in sequence and telling a story with the art, it's another whole thing. Oh, from Vault 76, Tank Ferret has joined us. How you doing, Tank?
Tank. What is up, guys? Can you hear me okay?
Tank.
My internet's really bad today, so if I'm speaking kind of slowly just in case I'm roboting or dropping out.
I hear you, brother. I hear you.
That and the I don't know, I don't think I've gotten anything more than 4 hours in a row since like Friday, since I woke up Friday morning. So, but work is work.
Yeah,
caffeine is my goddess.
I hear you, buddy. You need some of those. You need some of those Vita Energy mints. They're sponsoring me a while back.
I've heard of those. Yeah, no, to be honest, no, I do. I really do. And I'm very interested in that mint one you were talking about, the one that's like strong but not too strong.
Yeah, peppermint. Good. It's the peppermint Vita Energy mints. You can get it at govita.com. They're not sponsoring anymore because I ran out, and I told myself once I run out, that was the last plug I was going to give them. But just for you, Tank.
Just for me.
For you, Tank. Let me tell you, you go to govita.com, right? Or just Govita.
Mm-hmm.
And if you subscribe or put in your email address, they'll give you a discount. And you can, because they told me they wouldn't give me no link, so I'm telling you what they
Okay.
told me.
I know it's good.
So you can get a discount if you sign up through your email, and your first shipment gets discounted. And and they got vitamin B6, B12, 40 milligrams of caffeine, and peppermint flavor. They got cinnamon flavor. They have mint chocolate flavor. They have spearmint flavor. Whew,
Mhm.
those are really strong. The peppermint, I think, is the best.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the best. And
Is
you
it
know,
like
like,
Goldberg spearmint, like spear jackhammer?
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
It's definitely, you know how when you breathe in after you take a mint and it's really cool, your mouth feels like
Oh
a
yeah.
little, yeah, that amplify that by 10.
Whew.
It'll definitely get you going. It'll definitely freshen your breath, and the caffeine will definitely kick in.
So it's like when you got those Listerine tabs.
Yeah, but
They've been in your pocket in a hot day, and you go to grab one, and you're just not paying attention. You're just like, oh man, that's minty.
yeah. All right, so we'll see. Dangerous Eyes is in the house. Thank you for coming. And do they have sweet roll flavor? No, they don't. Jordan, when is the next giveaway? I do not know, sir. I'm working all that out. I should have did one at 500, but I guess I'll do it at 6. So I'll tell you what, y'all gave me the 600. We will do a giveaway. It'll be an Amazon gift card. Dangerous Eye says, who drew this? It's amazing. Right now, what you're watching is Good Dog Press, aka Manny Correa. He has his own channel. And you can check him out. We stream every other day. Tomorrow we'll be on his channel. Today we are on mine. I have a card up. If you look up to the upper right hand corner of my video, there should be a little eye. You click on that, and Good Dog Press is the second tab on that. First tab is Josh Chris Arts, who cannot join us because he's still not feeling well.
Get well.
Eric asks if the members are minty fresh. They are always minty fresh when Manny draws them. Marcus Givens has just dropped the Good Dog Press link. And Dave Itara says, Manny, love you. You are so great.
Cool. Thank you.
Oh, okay. So Justin Rican says for the giveaway, he would love a Daredevil in yellow and red art. I do not color because I'm colorblind, but tell you what, I'll draw it for the giveaway if that's what they want. And I'll have
Nope, you're coloring it. And we got our fingers crossed.
I'll have Manny color it because Manny is the only one. Or maybe Tank Ferret. Oh, Tank is not too far from me. Maybe I can give him the original color. It might have to be a collaboration.
No, that's true. I am close enough that we can get together if you need me to color some for you.
Yeah, we're not that far away. We're not that far away, folks. So maybe. You know what? I'll leave it up to the winner. I always leave it up to the winner. Shinobi Raccoon. What's everyone drawing? Right now, Mr. Good Dog Press is just working on something for tonight's cheesecake. So it looks like a skunk girl and a nice little post. Very seductive. The original artwork, the skin tones he took for were very, very nice. Trusty Psychic is working on some pencils. And let me see what he's wearing. He looks like Trusty. What are you doing there, buddy?
I'm just trying to sketch out a few different monstrous looking creatures, all enjoying some comic books.
Nice. So he's drawing creatures enjoying comic books. Arthur the Uncanny Codex says, hey all, random fact of the day. Wolverine is also called a skunk bear. Nice. Dangerous Eye says, I added you, boo, which I think she's talking about you, Manuel Correa.
Oh, thank you.
So cool. Thank you, Dangerous Eyes. Always, we totally support you that you go follow or share or subscribe or check out everybody that's on the panel. We are also highly encouraged that Lorenzo start making videos on his channel, so that would be nice. So he can actually put out some content, so y'all can go check him out. Say again, Lorenzo.
Sorry about that. That should be within a week.
There you go. You got to start, buddy.
Coming up, I just put link on my Facebook, in my about section or whatever, and on Twitter. the link to my YouTube channel, so it'll be coming soon.
That is amazing. Because you're inquisitive dude who likes to ask questions. You need to get your channel going, invite people, do your inquisitive thing, ask your question.
I'm from the land of the lost, you know. Where
Shinobi Raccoon also says, subscribe to Good Dog Press.
Thank you.
definitely.
Oh, there is a lot of really good content over there, man. He puts on a good show.
He does. No, and not only that, I also get to be there and make you guys' life impossible.
I love it.
You know, hey, but honestly speaking, Trusty Psychic, Tank Ferret, all these guys that are on here, they have a channel. Dangerous Eyes, Tara says, you are so talented. I may read people and predict the future, but you draw our dreams. And Justin Rica says, Daredevil sketch, love Daredevil. All right, I can work something out. Just for you, brother. Shinobi Raccoon says, I'll try to get a stream going tomorrow. That's nice. As a matter of fact, how are you feeling, Shinobi? I heard you're the one that's a little bit under the weather or hurt, something like that. I can't remember all the details. Forgive me, I am old, and I can't remember everything. I'm old, but I'm not omnipotent like Manny. So,
oh God, oh, we're gonna start that again.
No, not really.
I hope not.
So, someone asked if that was Sanic to a Trusty Psychic.
Who?
Sanic.
I don't know who Sanic is. Sorry.
Yeah, we don't know. All right, there you go. I'm starting to feel better. Actually,
is that a character from Dragon Ball Z?
Jordan says you're old, not obsolete. That is from Terminator, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, you're right. I am old, but not obsolete. At least I try not to be. I try to be somewhat relevant. At least to the few people that come to my channel and watch.
I have a story about somebody who's kind of got a similar situation there, E.
What's that? That they're old and obsolete?
Well, her name is Scalpel Zero. She's a 11-year-old prototype Cyberdroid. And, a year after the actual production model, the first run of the production model comes out, and she's staring like down the barrel of oblivion, looking at becoming technologically obsolete, even though, she's still used to test new technologies. It's only just a matter of time. So in order for her own survival, she'll do anything to stay technologically relevant and, basically keep her job and keep from being disassembled or worse, sent to a university for study.
Arnold says, why do streams always end up talking about how old you are? Because I'm old and I forget stuff. and Tank tried to make a joke at the end of his plug for his book, but only Manny got it. So
it wasn't that I got it. It was just dead silence.
Because he finished, right?
It was the crickets at the end.
Because he finished, right? And the joke, it was a flop. And I didn't want to be mean. So I just
in all fairness, I really wasn't trying to joke. I'm just sleep deprived.
I hear you. Purple Gang is in the house, and he's laughing.
Oh.
Jordan says Manny is the first man to the moon.
Oh my Lord.
And Pablo Romero Art is in there sniping.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're the foreman of the project, you got to come check up on the work.
I know. Marcus Given is out there doing his wrench duties like a champ. He's out there modding like a pro. Purple Gang came to visit. Jordan says Terminator Genesis. That's correct. That is the movie. Justin Rican in his comic says, I could watch this or want to watch this all night long. All night. So there you go.
All night long. All night. Oh, man, I'm old enough. I was a little kid dancing in my living room to that MTV.
Yeah, the MTV plays no longer video, so it's still
back when they had that on the video gramophone.
Yeah, back when MTV was really good. I mean, it was the coolest thing when it came out.
I know it was edgy.
Oh, it was, man.
I used to love those Duran Duran videos.
Say again, Lorenzo?
It used to be on channel 12 on my cable, which was like so I could get in the very, very, very basic thing, and then some parents got offended and got moved up.
Mm.
But they probably could figure out. They probably figured they could make more money by moving it.
You never know, man.
But
It was all about Headbangers Ball and Yo
kids
MTV
gave me a
Raps,
box
man.
to get it,
Liquid
and so then I can watch it. But my folks wouldn't let me watch it when I was a kid anyway. My brother had control of the TV, so I didn't get a chance to really watch it when it was cool, except a little bit.
No.
But I've seen like VH1 used to replay some of the old MTV videos. What I've seen is really cool. Of the early MTV.
It's all good. Purple Gang, he did the little music notes. Say again?
Like the rerun content. I mean, first catch any of the videos like where people have like taped it on their VHS tape.
Okay, say that one more time.
You ever catch like old MTV that people have like uploaded to YouTube or whatever?
Not really.
Okay. Because people can still, until MTV takes it all down, you can catch that stuff. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, it's a definitely a different era.
To watch pirated versions or anything. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, it was definitely a different era. Purple Gang says he's chilling like a villain. Arthur Brown, the Uncanny Cody says you guys are old. I was a 90s Gen MTV. And everybody's having a good time. Everybody's checking out Manny's process for coloring right now. I'm gonna flip back.
I had on in
the 90s. Yeah. I'm gonna flip back to Trusty. Trusty's drawing is taking shape.
Talking about videos and stuff, I've always thought that you could take Rick Astley's Never Gonna Give You Up. You listen to the lyrics, and I think we could do a really good video for our Sunday school program, but it's Jesus, because he's saying, never going to give you up, never going to let you down.
Right.
It just seemed to fit.
It does fit. It does fit. Oh, as a matter of fact, I saw Brian Shearer on stream today, and he showed the Fade Nam shirt. So thank you very much. He wasn't wearing it, but he showed it.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I asked him. I said, "Hey, did you finally get that Fade Nam shirt?" He was like, "Yeah," and he pulled it out. Boom. And then he told a story about how he was in Fayetteville and he was in a roach-infested hotel, and that his price for surviving was that shirt. Did you get the same story when you gave it to him?
No, but I had seen when he streamed from that hotel room, I think.
Yeah, I was on that stream as well. I was actually on the panel for that stream. It was fun.
So wait, let me get this straight. You're going to rickroll people in the middle of service?
That would be good, wouldn't it?
That would be really good, because nobody's going to say a thing. Like, they're going to try and stifle their laughter. And I agree. No, the song totally does work. Like, you can just transplant that whole message over to the gospel, right?
Right.
And like the older folk, they're going to think you're brilliant, and that's going to be the greatest part of it all.
Well, I was thinking about it for the children's worship that we do, because we do a real every Sunday after they've gone to their Sunday school class, they come in and we have a really great stage, and we buy our materials from a group down in Atlanta called Orange, and we'll take their scripts and adapt them, and so we'll have some skits, and I'm usually one of the co-hosts, and I'm always the one that doesn't quite get the lesson, does it wrong, and has to be taught, the right way at the end.
You're Goofus?
Yes, I'm Goofus, and my partner is Gallant. I got that one. But it just, it would just be so much fun, all of a sudden have a video, and there's Jesus wearing those sunglasses, just singing, never going to run around and desert you, never going to make you cry, never going to tell a lie and desert you, whatever it is. I can't remember.
Oh, dude, you could give that from the pulpit, just an impassioned speech.
Yeah. Jordan was about to put the whole lyrics in there in a second.
Our pastor would totally be into it because he is a hoot. He is a lot of fun.
Well, that's good. You know, people should celebrate their religion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I Jordan says you need to wear a long trench coat when you do it.
Oh, you mean do it live?
No, when you do it in church or whatever.
Oh, okay.
If you want to do it live, that would be awesome too. We'll put you on the show. On the show, we just put it on Trusty and let Trusty do his thing.
I'm kind of wishing that my Middle Eastern friend hadn't cut his hair. Because we were like, dude, like, you know, like you look like historically accurate. We called him historically accurate Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, and he like, dude, like had like, you know, an incredible beard and just, I mean, all the girls were jealous of this dude's hair, and it's like, yeah, no, all the metal bands hate his hair. Everybody hates his hair because like the dude doesn't need a drop of product.
Right.
And so we said that it was divine, and it, you know, it came from Jesus blessed him with his very own hair. And I know, I'm a burn for it.
Hey,
but you know, I think it's worth it.
God invented humor.
Right.
He also invented Ball 76, where he has sent Tank Ferret for punishment.
That's right. It's preemptive.
It's
like preheating the oven.
We used to do big productions like every 2 years. We do something at Christmas time. And the first one I saw was Journey to Narnia, and it was spread over 4 weeks. It was just magnificent. I was like, oh, I got to be a part of this. So the next time they did it, they were going to do Christmas According to Scrooge and spread it out over 3 weeks and intersperse the sermon with the parts of the story. And I got the part of Scrooge. And then the next time we did something, it was a Whoville Christmas, and I got the part of the Grinch. And then we're doing a little skit at Easter, and they were announcing, you know, saying, okay, and you're going to play, you know, Matthew, and you're going to play James, and finally and Kevin, you're going to play Judas. And I just went, yeah.
Oh my Lord.
I said, well, come on. I was Scrooge. I was the Grinch. Of course I'm going to be Judas.
Hell, typecast as the villain.
Yep.
If we ever do a Charlie Brown Christmas, I'm going to be Lucy. Come on.
Outstanding.
See, that's what happens when you perfect a role and you don't go outside of your scope. You know, now you forever be the villain in every play, and that's just what happens sometimes.
Yep.
You know, so it's like certain people you see him in the movies, and you know he's always going to be the cop. Yep, there he is, just the cop.
Yep, I could totally see Trusty in stilt pants as Goliath.
Yeah, there you go. That's horrible, but funny at the same time.
Right. I had other jokes, but I won't. I'll just keep those to myself. I'm already in enough trouble.
Poor Tank, and that's why he doesn't have internet, ladies and gentlemen.
No, it sucks when Don Rickles is your guardian angel.
Hey, Jordan says, money is God. So there you go.
What?
There you go.
Well, no. He's just he's just the right hand.
It's just the right hand.
I am a servant.
It's just the right hand.
I am a servant.
Yeah. That's right. That's right.
I'm just a humble servant. I am not.
Manuel Correa is an archangel called the belt.
We're joking. We're sticking to the blasphemy level of joking. We're not going to jump up into heresy.
Come on.
Poor Manny.
Oh,
Poor
it's
Manny.
not April's Food Day anymore, okay?
No, that was yesterday.
Yeah, that was yesterday.
That's why we didn't stream.
At least we're not talking about Hitler and Stalin, okay?
Holy smokes.
Dude.
What a jump. Paulo Romero Art says Manny is Zeus.
Oh, my Lord.
But Manny is the Zeus that skips leg day. So take that into consideration.
I hate leg day. I never did legs.
I love leg day.
I can't stand leg day either, Manny. Don't feel bad.
Dude, I could bench press like a MFer, but I hate it. Squats. Oh, I hate squats.
Man. Shoot. I was like, that's an unnatural act for me. Like, you should do squats. That's an unnatural act. What? It's an unnatural act. Like, I don't do that in real life. Like, I don't ever see a situation where I'm squatting ever. I Jordan says leg day is necessary. Just ask Shabby.
No, I actually tell people to avoid doing the squats. Like, do the tire roll, do a rope pull, do the weight push, like push the weight sled across the ground, but do not directly do squats. They are really, really, really bad for your knees. If like seriously, if you want arthritis in your 40s, do squats.
Too late. I got that just from doing all them 6 to 10 mile runs.
Oh yeah, on that nice hard ball, huh? Too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I know that one.
Ricey Lee says, I bloody love that drawing, money.
Thank you.
Ricey Lee, man.
I-
The
I-
Australian Thor.
I am practicing
That's
for
right.
tonight.
He has snakes for
Thank-
arms because he got 15 wishes worth of biceps.
Right.
So thank you. You're gonna have to help me out. Make sure I don't forget to get off here in time.
Man, we can.
What time are you supposed to be leaving here?
Well, you know that room last week. I mean, it got full so fast. It's crazy.
Where
I don't
is
know
it?
if I'm going to be much help, dude. But I've got my face buried in work right now.
Okay.
But what time does that start?
Well, usually when you're winding down, that's when they're gonna start up.
All right, I'll wind down a little
No,
early
no,
today.
you keep on going. I just gotta make sure I hop off and try to get into that room.
Abe Sapien is in the house.
Then all
Saying
I
hey. Go ahead.
and I need you guys to go cheer me on that side.
What's up, Abe Sapien?
Abe Sapien is in the house. Abe is also an outstanding artist. If you haven't checked him out, check out his Instagram. He does some wonderful artwork. He just doesn't have
That's for sure.
he just doesn't have a quiet room to stream in. But he does some amazing artwork. Y'all need to check him out if you can.
Well, tell me about that, man. I got one of my co-writers for the Scalpel Zero story, and I really, really want to bring him on air, but he just doesn't have a place where he can come on air and talk.
Yeah, that's kind of crucial, man.
Yeah, so
Gabe says.
Yeah,
It says no safe place yet.
No closed closet he can go hide away in.
But you know what? They got like a portable sound room. I don't know how much it costs, but it basically you just kind of it's like a little miniature box that you put yourself in. So
in my safe space.
yep, there you go. And Manny Correa, he's a talented guy.
Practicing.
Manny the Belt. I Jordan asked if it's safe in the vault tank. And another apartment to stream from. Abe Sapien says he needs a whole nother apartment to stream from. We are checking out Manny's wonderful thing. We're gonna flip back over to Mr. Trusty Psychic.
You know, when we talk about Tank being in the vault, I always picture in my mind that Donald Fagen video. Oh, what was the song though? It was from Nightfly. New Frontier. Y'all remember that one? He's basically the guy in there is kind of a nerdy, kind of a Buddy Holly kind of guy, and invites a girl down into his bomb shelter. And maybe it was Ethan. I don't know.
That sounds like an episode of 24 when Jack's daughter got lost in the woods.
Oh yeah, I remember.
And the dude tried to keep her there by telling her that there was a nuclear blast.
Yeah.
I don't remember that. I remember the bomb shelter song. It's a little slow on the space stack. I think it was the bomb shelter song.
Lorenzo?
The same. I don't know if he ever sings that anymore.
What's going on here, man?
Let me see if I can pump up Lorenzo's volume.
I think I remember that.
Because Lorenzo
sounds
is,
like
Yeah.
it sounds like he's too far away from his mic.
I'm right near it.
oh, you're right there. Because wow, we couldn't hear you for a minute. It was sounding really, 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 really far away.
Like you're talking through your socks.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so I just plugged it back in.
There we go
You
again.
might have to adjust your mic's input sensitivity. Sorry, I'm having asthma attacks while I'm not talking right now.
Yeah, and that might be good to
Damn.
take care of.
I'm at the same tank for some of my inhalers, man. If he's
Yeah,
that
yeah, I
bad.
don't feel bad. I wasn't trying to get him to talk when he's having an asthma attack.
Oh no, you're good. I'm just trying not to make a ruckus on air. I'm just it's one of those wonderful gifts that I got from the Mujahideen.
You too?
Um, yeah, yeah. It's all that Willie Pete. It's in a no. A lot of people don't understand white phosphorus. If it makes smoke, it has white phosphorus in it. And you breathe that stuff in enough, it doesn't matter. Like seriously, if you got a cloth over your face when you're going through smoke and stuff, after you get back and you take a shower and you get all the stink off your body, right? And you know how when you get out of the shower, you can smell how nasty your clothes are?
Mhm.
Yeah.
That mask smells like it got burnt.
Oh,
And you can actually take a look at it when it gets washed. You can actually see that it's kind of got a chemical bleaching effect.
Oh,
And this is a thing that international community. This is a discussion that actually goes on the UN right now as to the use of white phosphorus in smoke delivering devices, because it is so hazardous to your health. It's really, 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 really bad. And we don't use nearly as much white phosphorus in smoke devices today as we did in the Vietnam War.
I don't know.
Those guys have it much, much worse.
I don't know, Tank, but I came back with the same condition. Like I came
Yeah, no,
back.
it's just a standard work hazard. And if the U.S. military was just a little bit more OSHA compliant,
Yeah,
they
right,
could
whatever.
mitigate a lot of that.
Bro, it's the military. We're not OSHA compliant.
Oh, I know.
We gotta go do some war fighting, and but it's horrible, right? Because
Well, we need a new gas mask. We need a two-piece gas mask is what we need. We need a
that sounds
standard
good.
respirator, standard light respirator, and then you need a larger mask that can attach over that.
Yeah.
The gas mask we're using it's an antique, man. It's like an anachronism. This thing is
From
I
World
swear
War
it's-
II.
Yeah, no, it is. It is straight up a World War II design, just with more modern materials.
It's a World War II design,
I'm
man.
surprised there's not some contractor redesigning a gas mask.
There probably is.
Yeah, but these guys, they're trying to rip off the government, though.
Yeah, you
That's the
heard
problem.
what?
They're trying to rip off the government.
You heard that Triple M's getting, was it Triple M that made the hearing protection? They're getting sued.
I am in on that class action lawsuit. I'm one of the participants.
So they're getting sued. And I mean, I wish I could sue them, but technically, I never wear hair. I couldn't wear hair protection in combat. Number one, because I couldn't hear commands, and so my tinnitus is on me. I'm sorry. Sometimes when things pop off, you really have to hear what your people are saying and what they're doing, and that stock for an M4 is so short that it's basically in your ear. That's
And
there's nothing you could do about that.
I wore those hearing plugs. I was used to wearing hearing plugs before I joined the military, because I worked in I did tile and cabinetry, and I worked in construction. And so I always wore hearing protection. So I was used to hearing people through hearing protection, which is why I can still understand people today, now that my hearing is shot, because it's basically like I'm wearing hearing protection all the time.
Yeah, but you know what's funny is how it took them so long to realize this. I mean, you gotta think about it. Like, this
people look the
conflict
other
has been
way.
going on
It's like,
forever.
look the other way.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
No,
know.
it's people aren't perfect, man. We have a really good system, but messed up people get in that system, and they make that system look messed up.
Yeah,
You can't fault a batch of apples because a few of them are full of worms. You know what I mean?
yeah, and I understand that. But But man, I was about to send you some of my inhalers because you sound like you need them more than I do.
Oh, I got one. I got one around here somewhere. I rarely use it. I use breathing exercises to just kind of get through it. I try to keep the chemical intake into my body at a minimum.
Yeah, diffusers, man, they work.
They do. I actually need I need to I need to be able to easily afford antihistamines. I'm allergic to the dog.
Yeah, that's why we don't have pets.
Yeah, I'm allergic to the dog, and well, the dog was here before the wife and I got back together. So, and I'm not gonna, we're not gonna get rid of my daughter's, my baby girl's dog.
Yeah, don't do that.
No, no. At that point, all the joking about going to hell ends, and it becomes a reality.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah. Well, sorry, we didn't mean to go off on a veteran tangent. Sometimes those things happen.
They do. It can be fun. I have a buddy of mine. He was in crisis over the weekend, so of course, if you're a veteran and you have trouble, just contact me. You can find me anywhere on the internet at Tank Ferret Art. And if you're a veteran and you feel like you need somebody to talk to, you talk to me. I'll give you my phone number. And so this weekend, I spent a lot of time talking to a veteran in need, and it was funny because he's an infantryman, and I was a tanker. I was on a tank, and there's a rivalry there.
It's always a rivalry.
Oh, it's deep. It's deep because these are the two big branches of combat arms, armor and infantry. And when he served, he was super hardcore infantry. And he said, man, if you had told me while I was serving that, one of my best friends in the world would be a tanker, I probably would have punched you for insulting me in such a way.
Yeah.
I don't know. Thought that was a funny anecdote, military, to end off the military nonsense.
You know how it goes, though.
That. Why is it so? You're fighting in the same war, but you're not like there's not any solidarity between these different branches of the military.
Oh, when you're in,
no.
It's like siblings. It's like siblings.
Okay.
You gotta understand.
That they squabble amongst each other, but when that those neighborhood kids come over, all of a sudden they are an unstoppable unified force.
Yeah, that's the thing with that, right? The thing with the different branches is that we're gonna talk crap about each other because that's what we do.
But don't they get into bar fights sometimes?
Sometimes, but here's the thing.
What about my 27th birthday?
If you mess with anybody from any branch, it becomes very, very difficult for you because they will unite. See, we can pick on each other, but nobody else can. We can pick on the Air Force and the Marines and the Navy and the Coast Guard, but nobody else can.
Yeah, like say if like a somebody even from like a friendly foreign nation, for military was like, and they're part of your branch, right? So like say myself and a tanky from like the UK, right? And we're like, ha 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 ha, we're talking trash about infantry, and then he goes, yeah, but your Air Force, and it's like, oh, what about my Air Force?
Oh, okay, I see.
What about it?
So anybody, that's what we do. But you got to think about it. It's a fraternity. Let's say that less than 10% of the American population is eligible to join the armed forces. Less than 10%. That's crazy. You have a better chance of joining the NFL than to be part of the armed forces in the United States. That's crazy. Less than 10%. Now I don't know if that's only 10% of the people can have what it takes to be in, but they do have a pretty stringent process for you to go in to begin with. So,
now is that of the whole population or of the population that's the appropriate age?
That's the whole population.
The whole population.
Okay. All right. Well,
old people, young people, and whatnot. Basically, between the ages, depending on the branch, between the ages of 17 to your early 40s. I think the Army, you can enlist up to age 41 now, and they have the highest enlisting age.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
It's not too
your
late for you,
maximum,
Trusty.
so your
What?
maximum term of service
Way too late.
is either a mandatory retirement time or when you are physically and or mentally incapable of holding that position, or an alternate position that is of value.
Yeah.
It is a pure meritocracy. Well, it's not a pure meritocracy because nepotism and all that other sociological nonsense exists. But as far as the way the RPG was written, the tabletop game of let's go play war, it is a meritocracy.
Yeah. Change the subject a little bit back to art. Humphrey Bear says, a guy contacted me to do some cartoon characters for a book. He likes the first sketch I did so far. And
That's awesome.
Yeah, that is very awesome. Rebel Comics is in the house. How you doing, Rebel?
What up?
Joining the chat, man. Don't forget to smash that like button. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, so people are saying they learned something new. Yeah, it is what it is. You got two veterans in here, so sometimes that'll happen.
Sometimes that harmonic wave happens. You get that harmonic amplitude, and we just go off on tangents.
Well,
also, because we're old.
Yeah, the thing that happened is your asthma, because I got diagnosed with mine at age 36 after my second deployment.
Okay, yeah.
And I went from running 14-minute 2 miles to almost 16, 17 minutes, almost to failing the PT test. That's how bad it hit me. Yeah, I used to fly like an eagle.
No, I was
couldn't do sit-ups to save my life. I could do push-ups.
I used to run 14 to 15-minute 2 miles, and then when I got back from Iraq, we went on a company morale run. Right, we're just gonna run until we're too tired. If you got to fall out, you do your best, but fall out. We understand you haven't really done a company run in a year, kind of deal. And my company commander, who was like, he was new. We got a new company commander when we got back, and he had heard all these stories about me and company runs and how fun I was, how much esprit de corps I had. And yeah, I love get out there, call cadence. Dude, that stuff was fun for me. It was like, dude, this is one of the fun things you get to do in the Army.
Yeah, you're weird. I didn't like it at all.
But, it's like I got done calling cadence, and usually I'm done when I run out of material. But no, I was done after like a few different songs. And I felt it. I didn't fall back into like a normal position. I started falling back, dude, and I couldn't breathe.
So let me explain something to y'all. Okay, calling cadence is not fun. All right. There's a lot that goes to calling cadence. Well, not a lot, but there's a few basic tenets that go to calling cadence. All right. First of all, it has to be on your left foot. The start of the cadence has to be on your left foot. And when you're running, you have to think about that. You have to think that it has to be on your left foot. And you have to make sure that the whole battalion is running with you on your same step. So it starts kind of simple. You start your left, right to get everybody in step, right? And then you sing while you're running, while maintaining the sequence to make sure that people still stay on their left foot when you're singing. Okay. And on top of that, they're all tired and they hate it and they have to sing because you're singing. So
it's not all Bill Murray and Stripes.
No, it kind of sucks if you ask me. I never sang cadence my whole life. I told them, they were like, why don't you sing? Because I gotta breathe. Well, it helps you breathe. How does talking while you're running help you breathe? It seems like you're expending oxygen.
It's like, of course, these performers are going to lip sync when they're dancing all over the stage. Otherwise, their singing's going to sound like crap.
Oh yeah, no. I actually call cadence when I go for jogs.
No, I can't. I don't go for jogs.
Yeah, I call the cadence and then I think of it in my head so I can catch my breath. It helps. And the reason why cadence exists is to teach you to regulate your breathing. Now, because
I was you to run on your left foot.
Yeah, Well, it teaches you how to time your breathing and while you're running and whatnot. It's breath control.
Interesting.
And I was already familiar with this because, like, dude, when I joined the military, I was already an athletic dude, and I was like, already had a black belt and whatnot. So, I'm an athlete, and I already know about breath control. So it's one of the reasons why I really but I never ran before in my life. That was the thing that kicked my butt. I never ran distance. I always dude, it's like if it was longer than 100 meters, I was not interested in running that far. I'm just telling you that right now. And
You see, you were more into martial arts than you were into running then?
Oh, yeah. Well, I was into track and field. I was also into track and field, running, doing I was into track and field, doing javelin and short sprints, okay. 50 meter, 100 meter hurdles.
You weren't long distance.
No, I was never dude, I don't like running. It's the reason why I walk fast is I don't like pedestrian motion. It's also the reason why I became a tanker. I don't like pedestrian motion. And I'm kind of smart, so I figured I might as well have my weapon carry me.
There you go.
All right.
Who am I kidding, dude? I'm a DAT. I'm a CDAT. That is a computerized dumb A tanker.
We're flipping over to Trusty Psychic so we can check out his artwork.
I hated running distance. I mean, I did it. I ran cross country for 4 years, but I hated every minute of it. I just did it to stay in shape for spring track.
Oh, cross country. I can only do that if I was LARPing with foam swords. Then I could go up into the mountains and go running around all day. But you say, hey man, I need you to just run this trail. Dude, come on.
Yep. No, I just wanted to stay in shape so that I could jump, because I was a long jumper. Did long jump and triple jump, and that's what I lived for. I did whatever else the coach needed me to do, but the only thing I was ever any good at was long jumping.
Oh yeah, dude, I loved doing the standing long. I do love doing the standing long jump. That was the ultimate challenge, man. It was
the president's physical fitness test.
Yeah, no, when you yeah, that one right there where you got to jump as far as you can in one single 2-footed jump, and it's just you get that laser focus.
And then he's gone. So anyway,
I didn't want to go off on a tangent, dude. I shut myself up.
Okay. So trust me.
Man down.
Oh, Marcus says I can't leave. It said that I can't leave because I'm stuck in the Twilight Zone. I'm not stuck in the Twilight Zone. I got told that I need to stop talking about the same thing that me and Tank are talking about. So we're going to move on over to art. We got Good Dog Press is over here still doing his color thing, man. I'm kind of jealous, man. I need to learn how to color like Good Dog Press, man.
Oh, it only takes 30 years.
Only 30? Man.
Only 30.
Awesome. I got about another 30 years to go then.
Only got 30 years of practice.
Practice? We talking about practice?
Yeah.
Have you ever considered painting in grayscale or sepia?
Not really.
And then just throwing splashes of color onto it, because you could turn your disadvantage into a strength in that regard, because you see stuff that people don't.
Yeah, it was funny because I used to see people. Okay, I was told to stay away from that subject. But anyway, Kronos says, I did not do it. Did you see my shirt, my t-shirt? No, I did not see your t-shirt, Kronos. I have to check it out.
Oh yeah, no, dude. If you're on the Twitter, man, because I know I got you on the Discord and I got you on the
I'm on Twitter, bud. You should have me on Twitter.
Yeah, Kronos, dude. Seriously, tag me, dude. I want to check that stuff out.
Oh no, Kronos does not do Twitter. Kronos does not do Twitter.
Yeah, no, I didn't think so, because I only have him on Discord and here on the YouTubes.
Yeah. He doesn't do el Twitter. He doesn't do el Twitter. No Twitter for Kronos.
Well, send me a message on Discord, dude. I'll plug the heck out of that. because I love your work.
Yep. No Twitter for Kronos. No Twitter. Man, we're doing good. We got an app. I started drawing when I was very young, so maybe I started 30 years ago also. See? Paulo says he doesn't know how old he is.
Oh,
Well, after a while, the
Right.
years do start to run together.
Well, y'all got me beat because I've only been doing this like maybe a year. So, hey. Yeah.
Dang.
man, you're doing really well.
Yeah.
Dang, Booster, you better get your game together.
I actually started when I started streaming about 6 months ago, 8 months ago. So, man.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What? No, I'm actually like I'm a hard one to impress. I'm actually impressed.
Now, you haven't seen me try to draw, like what Manny's drawing. Then you'd be like, yeah, it makes sense now.
No, but you haven't seen me try to draw a Funko Pop. So that,
That's
like
just
I said,
shapes.
dude. Yeah. You think it would be that easy?
No, it's not.
It's just shapes. It's like an oval and a square. An oval and a
Yeah.
rectangle, two rectangles, two cylinders,
You
and
think it would be that easy?
two little claws for
No,
my
dude.
hands.
You got a strength. You got a strength where I don't, dude.
Little claws, little hand claws. Nah, but it is what it is. Draw a circle. I don't. You know what? That I can't draw a circle. I can use a template to make a circle. Oh, he's saying just draw a circle for the Funko. So Pablo says I only started to take this really serious in 2005. That's what I'm talking about. You cheat. I mean, if I have the software, yeah, but I don't
Yeah,
have circle
actually.
templates for traditional art, so I can't cheat there. Speaking
for
of
my-
which, go
For
ahead.
myself, man, like from like 2006 to 2014, I probably maybe drew a total of 50 drawings
Bro,
during
you
that
got
time
me
period.
beat. Say those years again.
From 2004, from 2006 to 2000 through 2014. So yeah, through
Okay.
2014.
From
Probably 50 drawings in total. Before then, I was doing like I was doing art as a part-time job, even while throughout my entire time of serving in the military, and while I was deployed overseas. And while I was in Iraq, I did pinups.
yeah. So
Safe for work pinups.
in that time frame, I have
Yeah.
drawn exactly 0 drawings.
No, that's what I'm impressed, dude. That you came out of the gate hard on that. That's. I still want a Scalpel Zero Funko Pop drawing from you. I do.
I'll get it done. I just gotta look at your equipment. You sent me a Scalpel Zero because I bought one.
Yeah. I actually have to do like a character study.
But
I'm
but
terrible.
but let me digress and tell y'all
Yeah,
that
sorry, man.
I was a draftsman for a while. So I used to draw blueprints, and that's how come I know the equipment.
Oh, see? Okay.
So-
That explains it.
But I never drew this kind of, this stuff. It was just lines.
Yeah.
Lines.
Well, since you have draftsman skills, are you good at drawing like I don't know, man. I'm looking for a draftsman and stuff. I'm looking at like right now. I've talked to Todd Mulrooney and a couple other people because I want when I do the Scalpel Zero crowdfunder,
Mhm.
I want the exclusive crowdfunding edition to have a preview to the technical supplement.
Mm.
Since it is a science fiction and we're going to kind of like jump into things, but I do have like all this stuff has been laid out. I mean, it's all been laid out. So I want to get
look at it.
Yeah. No, well, it's like guns and stuff like that. And basically what would it be is like I would send you a drawing and go like, all right, I need this to look draftsman like. Like,
Yeah.
here's what it looks like, but this is hand drawn. I need this to be redrawn, but draftsman.
Yeah, I would definitely need the software that I don't have anymore. Usually you can use AutoCAD for that.
But that
And
can be arranged.
AutoCAD is really nice when it comes to doing those kind of mechanical drawings and stuff like that.
Are you
And
okay with an older copy?
as long as it works.
Oh yeah, no, it's a 100% legit. I have access to older Autodesk programs, so
Yeah,
if I need one,
AutoCAD is
yeah,
you can even get the cheap one, AutoCAD Lite or AutoCAD LT. I used to draw
yeah.
a lot of mechanical drawings on AutoCAD LT.
Well, I think I have like a copy of 2011 AutoCAD,
Man,
which when I bought it, that was a $3,600 program.
yeah, they're not cheap, dude. That's why
Oh,
the mechanical engineer I used to work for, that's why he bought the LT AutoCAD Lite. He didn't know how to
right.
use it, but he hired
Oh,
me, and I knew how to use it. He
hmm.
sure yelled at me a lot though, because I was an architectural draftsman, not a mechanical. Like,
Right,
and it's a difference, once you start drawing. Okay, I don't. It's hard to explain. It's kind of like what you're saying. If you can draw cute little funkos, but you can draw, sexy women. I can't come. I can't draw a sexy woman like that to save my life, right? But
yeah,
but if you've been drawing sexy women, then it's a second nature. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing with drafting and architects and engineers. Yeah, an architect can draw an engineering plan, but engineers could do it better. You know what I'm saying? And engineers
oh,
could draw
dude.
blueprints for houses, but for an architect would do it faster, a lot better. And
Uh,
if you're an architectural draftsman, you already have the idea. It's kind of like when you draw scalpel zero, you already know how it's gonna, what
right,
shapes you have to draw to make scalpel zero look the best. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Someone else could do a scalpel zero fan art, and it'll be nice, but it's not the same. You know what I'm saying?
Dig it, dig
And
it. No,
it
I see
might.
what you're saying.
So I don't know how to explain that. I always try to explain things in what people do. Like if you do art, I try to explain it in art. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's yeah, I like to use the tomato and apple farmer analogy. Like, yeah, they're both farming, but when you get down to like the particulars of it, they are completely different sciences. Like
Mm,
the difference between having a bunch of like vines and
right.
growing a grove of trees
Yeah.
is like they're different at when it
Yeah.
comes down to specifics.
Yeah. Trusty can chime in on this anytime because I think he's in that field.
Oh yeah, that's what I do every day, all day long, all day long.
Because yeah, it's just different. Mechanical and
Well,
architectural drawings are just
I
so different.
Dude, I have need of that too. Actually, I have more of a need for an architectural draftsman than I do of a mechanical draftsman. I have more mechanical draftsmen on in my Rolodex.
Nice.
So I need like for the technical manual, I need buildings.
You
I
could use
need like buildings and stuff. I need like floor plans.
you could use Google SketchUp for that as well, right?
It never comes out right, dude. No, I need a professional.
Like then you need Trusty. He's the
Okay.
pro. I'm just the guy that used to do it before I joined the army. And that was
Yeah.
that was in
Well,
1990 something.
okay.
Something. I mean,
I'll take it.
I'm pretty sure I could pick it back up.
Yeah,
Um,
let me know what you need.
Yeah, man. No, I'll hit you up offline because yeah, no, this is part of like the whole. It's gonna have a very low funding goal. Like I only need like so far what it looks like because I do all the base work myself. So in order to just get copies into people's hands at a reasonable price, it looks like I need to pay out uh what do you call it? All the little fees and stuff like that, and shipping and to myself. So not the shipping to the customer would they're going to have to cover that on their end. But so that I can offer a low cover price, right? No sticker shock, you know.
Yeah,
Sticker shock should come with the shipping, and that's customers are more okay with the sticker shock on the shipping than they are on sticker shock on something. Um, it's like transparency, you know what I mean? It's like customers like transparency.
yep.
So It only need like 650, $700,
That's nice.
right? So
Hey,
that's why I'm like throwing in like stretch goals like super early. Like, okay, cool. A couple, 4 pages added to the comic, and and 4 pictures of paid artwork is like depend. And it's when it comes to like the drafting stuff, because it's kind of simple and for a comic, it tends to come out cheap
right.
ish, not cheap, but inexpensive.
Yeah.
So that means that we can get cool stuff to the customer, like an increase of production value for like real cheap. So I was like, okay, cool. We say $700. We hit 1,000. Cool. We added 4 more pages to the comic. We hit 1,250. Cool. We added another 4 pages. And like 2 of those pages are additional pages of story. And 2 of those pages are the technical readout content or pinups or something cool.
Yeah.
I think I don't know. What do you guys think about that as consumers? Is that something that you would like to see?
As a consumer, yeah. I mean, that sounds like a real. That sounds like something more feasible. Because I don't know. Like, I've been a little disheartened lately. With some of the things that have been going on with the independent movement in this community. So to see a little bit more transparency and finding out what is costing what, and and getting the book in your hand that is not hurting the wallet as much is definitely a great thing. I mean,
Sounds
and
great to me.
I say
Those
that
are all
because
things I have as a customer.
yeah. And I say that, taking it with a grain of salt, because I've bought independent comics from that were trade paperbacks that cost $25 before. That's not the part that kills me. If the artwork is good, the story's good, blah blah blah. It's all good. You know, it's just that it's a little disheartening with a lot of things that are going on, but it's definitely a learning curve. It's a learning process, and to hear people like you say, that are going to trying to make a book, um, saying that they're learning from that process and wanting to do different things, so the consumers, are treated. I'm not gonna say treated better, but they're not getting that heavy sticker shock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That puts them off, because to be honest with you, uh, I backed Gary's book because I've been waiting for that Package Land omnibus, but I'm really hesitant to back anybody else right now. I'm really
Yeah,
hesitant.
I understand. They're like, unfortunately, I can't afford it. But if I could, I would be buying that hero book because it's got a nice price,
Yep.
$25 for like 150 pages approximately,
Yeah,
uh, of really gorgeously illustrated and good for kids. I got cornrows. I still have to get Handyman. I do want to get that. That has a good buy-in. It's not too bad. I'm going to be getting a digital copy of that. I got the physical copy of Cornrows because the buy-in, honestly, like plus shipping to the U.S. was $13,
that's not
and I
bad.
was like, "That's not bad." And I know the guy who's doing this. He's one of those guys who's he's thinking like he wants to get into a local comic store.
Yeah.
He
See, and
wants to get into a local comic
the
store.
reason why I say that's not bad is because I understand that when you're doing this on your own, you're not getting those big discounts that Marvel and DC get at printers. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
understand that
Yeah,
you're not doing the volume and you're not getting the big, them deep, deep discounts, because you're printing millions of pages, or maybe thousands for DC and Marvel. It could be millions. I don't know, but
it
but I
should be millions.
I understand, like, if Tank is making a book, Scalpel Zero, which he is, and his book is 25 pages, right? His rate would be a lot higher if only like 1,000 people bought it. You know what I'm saying? So what would cost Hank to print that book?
Yeah, and I'm looking at.
Go ahead, sir. Hank?
Man down.
Yeah.
I have a friend.
Oh,
who,
sorry, I roboted out.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say that what I'm looking at doing is I want to offer. I was going to say I want to offer. I want to offer people a book that's got at least a good 32 pages of story content on the inside. A pinup or two. A reference page so that people can go check out other the stuff that I parodied or did like little subtle nods to, and I want to and that's not including all the bonus content I want to put into it, because the more copies that I can purchase on my end, the cheaper the more I can give to the customers. That's me that's like, okay, cool. I still want to give them that same cover price of $5. So when it's at the local comic store or at one of the local gift shops or tchotchke huts in my local town, I want it to be available for $5. I want the retailer to have purchased that for no more than $3.50. Right, and I want to make at least $1.50 on that. That's the classic model, by the way. Like when you were buying a comic book for 60 cents, Marvel made 20 cents off of each comic.
What did Trusty just use? I'm sorry.
That's a mechanical eraser.
Okay, that just kind of freaked me out. It was like some sort of futuristic device.
No, it's actually very old.
It is.
Really?
I love those things, though.
Yeah, they have those forever.
Back in my
I've never seen them.
raised by hand.
Yeah.
But I'm doing a profit share model as well. So people who have contributed, they get a cut. I mean, it might be just enough to buy a pack of Wrigley's Spearmint gum. But hey, it's something.
Yeah.
It's going to be a floppy,
a check for 5 cents is still a check.
Is it going to be like floppy instead of a graphic novel?
Well, it's going to I'm going to be releasing it in chapters. That's why it's going to be like sectioned off like that. I'm going to be releasing it in chapters. It actually is a graphic novel, like a novel. It will be, the final edition will be released softbound and hardbound.
Yeah.
It will be over 450 pages long. It is a full saga from beginning to end, and it takes place over the course of about 11 months.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's
going to be kind of like a serial. It's going to be.
It's not going to be a serial at all. But you can pick up the second chapter without having read the first chapter. So once again, we're like kind of playing into a genre, right? Everybody's issue is their first issue.
Right.
So, it's different than writing a novel, because in the novel you don't have to give subtle recaps to the previous chapter, but in this you do. But they can't seem repetitive. So when somebody picks up the final edition, they don't have to feel like they've been going over the same information over and over again. But I have to deliver that information, the same information, in a different way, so that it doesn't get repetitive, and I have to compile it, so it always has to be kind of what do you call it, really it has to be succinct, it has to be straight and to the point, but it can't be blunt. Like, dude, I've spent a lot of money on editors for this book. I am so in the hole on this. I don't care. I just want to get it out.
You were talking about, price points, and how much you'd have to raise. I was talking to a friend of mine, a week or so ago, and he's a pro. He's not doing anything comic wise right now. He's doing like some production artwork for a company, but he's trying to decide he wants to get back in. He wants to do a creator-owned project, but he was offered the job to illustrate a book that would wind up being like a 96-page graphic novel. It would be for someone to kickstart, and he would do like 5 pages at first. And so he was asked his rate, and he said, well, pencils and inks be about $200. And so he was trying to decide, do I really want to do that? You know, do I not want to do that? And I was like, well, you know, I think about it. $200 a page, 96 pages, that's like $19,200. This person's going to have to raise a fair amount of money on Kickstarter just to pay you.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, yeah. And that's, well, one of the things that I'm also doing is that I have a profit share model. I'm good at game theory and game design. I design RPGs or little board games while sitting at the bus stop just to keep me and my friends occupied. And so I came up with a profit share model wherein.
Okay, I'm gonna have to bounce out, guys.
All right, later, dude. Have fun with your cheesecake.
Yep. Hopefully, you guys come over and support me.
Where is it?
Yeah, I'll be right over.
It's gonna be on Slick Jimmy's tonight.
Ah, okay.
So I go from one Jimmy to another.
There you go.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Because we
Thank
do
you
it.
for letting
Good
me
night,
on.
folks.
Hold on. Let Good Dog do his outro, please.
Well, we will. I'm good, Manny from Good Dog Press, and I'll be on Slick Jimmy Speaks show in about 30 minutes. We're going to do the cheesecake challenge. So if you guys want to see, this was just practice tonight. I'm going to do this for real over there. And I will be streaming tomorrow night with E and Tank and Lorenzo over at the Good Dog Press at 10 p.m. Eastern. So hope to see you guys there tomorrow night.
All right,
Thank
Manny. Good luck, man.
Okay, thank you.
All right, what do we got on the chat going on? Pablo
Yeah,
says,
what's going on?
I should charge 200 a page so people don't ask me to do sequentials. Colonel says, we should talk about RPG and games. I'm getting all that free Epic Game stuff as well as playing with other engines. He's talking to you there, Tank. A man who lit the first match says, Jordan. And Marcus Given has dropped the link from Mr. Good Dog Press. If y'all have not hit the like button over here, please do hit the like button. You know what? I forgot to share my own stream. Doggone it, I'm slipping.
Well, you know a fun fact about the lighting of the first match?
What's that, sir?
It was right after Satan laid the first fart.
Oh, wow. Anyway, so moving right along.
I just stepped away, and it says Manny left, and
yep, Manny is gone. He's getting prepped up.
Okay, and then Satan was farting.
Yeah, and then yep.
Sorry, I mean to interrupt.
No worries. Yeah, Manny left.
The Atlas Shrugged, right? Satan farted.
Yeah, and Manny lit a match.
So he's going over to the cheesecake stream.
Yes, he is.
That's good. I hope he can make it in there. Hope Pablo can join him too. Those guys would be great at the cheesecake.
Yeah, they will.
Oh, we were trolling the heck out of those guys. Brad was in the chat last time they did the cheesecake challenge, and Manny and I were saying things like Manny was saying, "I stand on Brad," and I was saying, "I stand by Manny, who stands on Brad," and I really elaborate to the point where Brad chimed in.
We have the best trolls around here.
He was getting revenge.
Hell Raven.
Yeah, Hell Raven. It was entertaining.
And those things happen.
Yeah, every once in a while we do stand on Brad. Or by him. Or...
Stand by yo, Brad.
Paolo says, I'm not even on the list for that show. And Manny says, I love cheesecake. And Bullet says, everyone loves sexy ladies. And Marcus says, I do too, Manuel. Yeah. So it's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome day. You know, so we found out that on Tuesdays, they got the cheesecake channel. That's always a good thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was got off to kind of a little bit of a rocky start due to the lack of Manny and Pablo, but it definitely looked like it was entertaining and it was going to head in the right direction if so long as they get on there.
It'll be all right.
Oh yeah, Slick Jimmy does an excellent show. I always have fun watching the show.
Chrono says he can't afford the cheesecake, but the T-shirt was cheap. Yeah, it's it is what it is on that. It just shows everybody. There's a lot of shows, man. And a lot of people with different ways of doing things, and you just pick and choose what you want to watch. You pick and choose.
Well, they had a ton of different people who were trying to get on all at once, and
Yeah, well, because everybody wants their talent to be seen, and I don't blame them at all.
I thought it was interesting. So they did have, I think they had 3 people who weren't drawing, and I think having some people though who aren't drawing could make it more entertaining. So it should be interesting to see what sort of balance they have.
Some people are talkers, some people are drawers, some people are.
Yeah, it'll be. I think it could be something very different each time.
Some people have to rub 2 stones together just to get some Wi-Fi.
I know. That's Tank Ferret, man. He's doing some different things out there in life.
Dude, I'm one of them famed Starfleet engineers. I can make replicators from rocks.
Tank has to give his hamsters Red Bull so they can run in those wheels faster.
Yes.
Yeah, but I made the mistake of giving Polish hamsters Red Bull once. Nobody wants Poland to have wings. That's a history joke, folks.
Poland to have wings.
Yeah, everyone got that hunger, says Bullet, and Chrono says I have a guy. He's doing a lot of rigging to do the next few days. Tanks get them rat roaches as well. Poor Tank, man.
Always chewing on the cables.
Poor Tank. Ever since I started saying he's streaming from Vault 76,
Dude, I've been clowned on my whole life, dude. I have learned to just use it to my advantage. I love that stuff. Like, nah. Unless it's like something like hateful, that stuff I just don't tolerate. But if it's like, oh, you're soy based, then I'm like, okay, I roll with it and start, about my evil pod people agenda and how our people germinate, the population in granola.
Nah, man. Yeah, never disrespectful here, man. It says Manuel Correa says we need to kick Tank. He is our Nasser. Hashtag Tank is our Nasser. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, dude, that's the second time I've been referred to that.
That's interesting. I don't see the connection really.
But that dude runs successful campaigns, so I'll take it.
Yep.
Can't deny that.
I don't know about his writing skills on that book, that one that I got from him, but yeah, campaigns, got it.
Which one did you get from him?
Not so bad, not so good.
Which of his books did you get?
The only one he published so far, Stardust. Now he did do his campaign on time. I'll give him props for the following things. He delivered on time, finished on time, and did everything he said he was gonna do.
Nobody got Brutus yet.
Brutus, I don't think that's out yet.
Yeah, just checking.
I don't think that's out yet.
Do you ever watch Masterpiece Theater? That is
nope. Mena Correa says Tasser, Tank and Nasser.
Lorenzo, I'll let you in on a little secret. All right? I am the one who coined the term Masterpiece Theater.
Oh, really?
Yep.
That's awesome.
Go back and watch that stream and look at the chat, and you'll see. And they never thanked me.
Yeah, and Paulo is correcting, saying Brutus is a yeah. Sorry, Paulo says Brutus is a Donald DeLay thing, and it is. And I like Donald. I think he's a pretty good guy. So I can't wait to see that. And if you did get Brutus, I backed at the tier where they put my likeness in the book, so y'all get to see me in the book.
Oh, cool!
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
No, it's Seven of Nine's been doing that. Like Seven of Nine's like in three different books, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, I think that's really cool. I'm totally gonna have that as a reward level.
Mm-hmm.
And because it's cyberpunk and you got like good crowd scenes and stuff like that, it's gonna be fun. I can do that for a lot of
Yeah.
people because if
Now,
they want to be in there, yeah, no, that's cool. I'll make it affordable, but it'll be like first come first serve. Like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
gonna fill up fast.
And Pablo says that reminds me, I need to do more videos. Yeah, we all need to, all y'all need. I mean, I have no problem with y'all doing your, do videos, man. Get the word out there, man. It's good that you're on my show because I always enjoy everybody being on the show. But do your definitely do your own videos, man. It's not because I don't want you here, but it's take advantage of people coming in and watching and learning who you are, so you can build your own audience. You know, ramp up your own thing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
So,
yeah, totally.
because this is what I tell Lorenzo, man. I'm not kicking him out. I'm just saying, yo, you got a channel, you got subscribers. You don't owe it to him, but it'd be nice if you started putting out
Well,
content.
yeah, I'd like to, but I've got a computer now that works at least okay some of the time, but I'm looking to get a different phone.
Pablo Romero says, you don't want me here. I get it. No, no, Pablo. If you're not here, who else I'm gonna talk Spanish to? Huh?
We want you for your art, Pablo.
I just want him because he's Hispanic and I can talk Spanish to him. His art, yeah, it's secondary, but it's a good secondary thing. Let me stop messing with Pablo. But nah, man, of course. No, but seriously, like y'all are talented people, man. And doing your own channel it's an awesome thing, man. Definitely allows you to do things, and build audiences, and and if I can, I'll definitely go check them out. I mean, I still go to watch, try to excuse me, try to catch big streams. You know, no, Pablo, I want you for your Spanish. You only want me for my body, says Pablo. No, I'm gonna pass on that one, Pablo. I'm pretty sure you're a sexy Latino, but I'm gonna pass. Chrono says, "Yeah, the body you draw." Yeah, definitely. Now I'm with that one, Chronos. You guys are way too much fun, man. Way too much fun. Thanks, Jordan. I appreciate that, man. I try. My body of work, yes, Pablo, your body of work is amazing, but not the body you own.
Oh,
I'm
Snapple.
just playing. I'm just playing, people. Pablo, it's okay. I still love you, guy.
Why does it hurt?
Jordan says I have awesome streams. I greatly appreciate that. I hear some of my own streams, and I might disagree with you at times. I don't know. I'm glad that y'all find me amusing and that y'all love the streams and y'all love the guests and the artwork. That's what I want it to be all about, man. Trusty Sidekick was a happy accident, but he is a more than welcome happy accident. Trusty is that kid that you weren't expecting to have it because you were too old, and then there he is.
Oh my goodness. You like me. You really like me.
Trusty's like, why is there such a big age gap between me and the other artist? Well, Trusty, yeah, what happened was
Life happened.
nah, man, but we love Trusty here, man. We got to thank his great artwork and Manny for bringing him for sharing him with the world, man.
Thank you, Skunk Girl.
It is beautiful. It is beautiful, and I hope Peter Samedi appreciates this and uses it because I think it's looking pretty amazing.
It's all right, not bad for something I threw together.
I'm pretty sure you'll polish it up.
I might.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you will. Maybe. You never know. Yep, Jordan says Trusty's art is pretty great as always. See, everybody loves you. KG is in the house doing the modding thing, and he put Lorenzo's channel out there for the whole world to see.
Outstanding.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate that.
KG says, "Yay, someone finally noticed me." KG, we all notice you, man. You're the man, the myth, the legend, Manny's favorite mod. He won't let us forget that you are the mighty, mighty wrench. Now, if I could speak like Manny, I would say it in his voice. KG, you are the mighty, mighty wrench.
Oh my lord!
Oh my lord.
Oh, for a second there, I thought that really was Manny.
Yeah, that
That was good, dude.
was really good. Oh my lord,
I will tag you on social media tomorrow
sir.
in this picture that I'm working on, so that people know that this got done on your show. That even though I am a dinosaur, you were kind enough to host me to hang out while I work, keep me company with everybody here.
Tank, man, you know you're always welcome, dude. Man, look.
But this this is special because the client that I've been working on this is he's willing to share.
Oh, nice.
This is something that's in development, and what I can say about it now is that it's going to be like Dragon Ball Z, but with real Earth people and real Earth martial arts,
Nice.
based on the mythologies and whatnot that surround said martial arts. And it's going to be like Dragon Ball Z epic, like moving mountains, changing the face of the earth type stuff. Epic! I'm really excited.
Nice. Jordan says the first impression was not so good, but the second one was on point. On point. And KG says, Gran llave está aquí. Awesome. Can't wait. Love Dragon Ball Z. Here's the thing, man. As long as y'all are here, I'm not forced to subject anybody to my terrible artwork. So I can just talk. But if y'all are not here, then I have to try to draw. Either that or play the division and get my butt kicked and have people laugh at me because the division is hard. The division 2 is actually kind of hard. Kind of difficult.
That is an awesome picture, Trusty. I'm loving it.
Everybody likes Trusty's artwork, man.
That is really, really, really cool. Can you scan those pencils? I would love to practice inking on them.
No, you're not allowed to. No, I'm just kidding.
I wouldn't show it to the world. I would practice in my own private. That's just gorgeous. Those look like they would be really fun to work with.
Yeah, if Trusty scanned it and sent it to me, I'd be practicing ink digitally on it right in front of everybody. And then Trusty could be like, "No, E, that's not what I meant for that to be." He could do like he could do what Manny did, where he just completely changed my drawing and said, "It wasn't bad, but I'm changing your whole drawing, E." I'm like, "Oh, okay, thanks, Manny."
No, it's real clean, man. And I like the sketchiness that I can go, wow, that texture could go that way, or it could go that way. If it inked in that style, it would look like that.
Right.
I really like it. That looks like it would be fun to play with.
So you would want a sketch of this rough? I mean, a scan of this rough?
Yeah, totally. I'd print off a blue line and go to town.
Sure, why not?
I would
awesome.
do it digitally.
A lot of room to put your own spin on it with this.
Yeah, no, let's do that. We could have fun with that. We could do a little theme of show off type of deal, like, your digital inks. I got some traditional inks, and that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Because I've seen your stuff, E. I've seen your inks.
What inks? I don't have no inks.
Well, when you were drawing over that Jim Lee.
Oh, yeah. That long time ago one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a little Skittles. Not a lot. Yeah. I'm still learning.
You have a critical eye.
It also looked like you were drawing over something that suspiciously looked like Pope Ravens.
Yeah. I was giving that to ink.
Yeah,
I don't know what they're doing with it.
Anonymous, so it's like, yeah, that looks like.
I was given that to ink by somebody, and I keep names anonymous because they asked me to, but that was given to me. I said, "Could you ink it?" I was like, "Okay, sure, why not?" I mean, I love to ink something. Inking is. I think inking. I think it's great, to be honest with you. I think I like that better than actually trying to draw.
We need more finishing artists in the comic book industry. Everybody wants to set it up, but nobody wants to like be nobody wants to close the game. Nobody wants to be the saving pitcher.
But here's
You
the thing,
know?
like I was telling Lorenzo, like an inker, right? If he overworks it, he ruins it. You know, he has to be really, really precise with the lines and what he or she is doing, what the inker is doing, because if you overwork a drawing, it gets too dark. It's just black. You know, the line weights are thrown off. You lose your perspective. You know, so when you're inking, you have to take a lot into consideration. You know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. No, I would love because like my I get a lot of praise and whatnot for my inks and whatnot, but I'm like, nah, dude, like if you took that and handed that to an actual finishing artist, I think it would look like 100 times better.
Yeah. Well, I'm not.
I think my stuff's like real rough, and it's very raw.
Yeah, I'm not quite at that finishing level yet, but I would love to, continuously practice on people's drawings. Anybody that give me something to ink over, man, I'd do it. I mean, it's digital, but it doesn't cost anything. It's not hurting anybody. It's not hurting the drawing, because it's digital. So I don't feel, and I think that's the liberating part of it. Because I think if I was doing it traditionally, because when I do it digital, y'all see I zip right through it. Zip, 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 zip.
There's a lot of pressure when you're doing it traditionally. When you're doing it analog, oh man, you messed that up.
Traditional, holy smokes, man! It would take me days, and I'm not joking. It would take me days to ink something traditionally, just because I would be afraid to mess it up. It would just be really methodical until I got my my techniques down. But digital, man, I just zip along because I could always erase it, or I could put it on a different layer, or you know what I'm saying. I'm like, whatever. I don't like that. Okay, I got my lines down. Let me put in my big blacks. Open another layer. Put the big blacks in that one. If I don't it, delete the layer.
No, I'm always blown away by people like Doug TenNapel who could just lay down a line.
Yeah.
Just like, oh yeah, I want this line to go here. Whoop. Perfect. I hate you so much.
Yeah. Let's see what's going on. Go ahead and defeat Salad Pablo Romero Art. That was okay. They're talking about that. When you consider the actual talent about here for drawing, my skills are thusly better used in capacities where I'm very good at. Colonel Cranius is saying he's better at other stuff than drawing, so he'll use that. And a lot of practice, Tank. A lot of practice.
Oh yeah, well, Kronos is feeling is doing the right thing.
Yeah, Kronos
very smart.
Yeah, he's a good guy, very smart guy. He's doing some big things. Y'all need to keep he doesn't have a Twitter, but if you can follow him elsewhere, man, he's gonna do some big things. Very talented in his own right. And Trusty KG says, I would like to try my hand at digitally inking that as well. K Blonde jumps in and says 22 likes, 23 now, thanks to you, sir. Greatly appreciated. Thank you for joining us. And just as always, when it's beginning to get good at 8:53, which means I got 7 minutes. I promised that I would keep my streams 2 hours, and my 2 hours are almost up. Because Trusty is really late for Trusty. It's like what, 1 o'clock in the morning over there?
No, it's getting close to midnight.
Getting close to midnight. Yeah. So it's late for Trusty over there. Josh Chris Art shows up, says 7 minutes. Thanks, Josh, for that warning.
But we got to go cheer Manny on for a little bit.
Yeah. Well, it's not that, it gets late for people like Josh. He's on the East Coast and you are on the East Coast. Tank and I are on the West Coast. Manny is like on the far, far West Coast. So, this
like
time,
Abu Dhabi or something, right?
Yeah, this time works for me. This time works for me, and it works for Tank really well. And this is a time that's kind of a in between time, because people like Josh has got kids. He can put his kids to bed. When he's feeling good, he can jump on and draw. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good in between time from the East Coast to the West Coast. But then past 9 o'clock, it's pushing the limits. And I know people enjoy being on the show, and people like watching the artwork, and KG loves to draw. and he will stay on till he finishes. But I don't want people to feel like they're obligated, just to stay on because the show is going. When people got lives they got to do, and they got to get up and go to work, and stuff like that. So I'm trying to be considerate of the people.
They're also watching this. Some of them probably want to check out the cheesecake
I'm
challenge.
not worried about the cheesecake. That's
I'm worried about cheesecake.
that's their own channel, their own stream. That those things don't concern me. I worry about one thing at a time right now. I'm worried about this stream and the people on it. I worry about cheesecake when I'm off. Like I
I'm
worry
just
about,
saying it lines up nicely.
yeah, it does line up.
And then yeah, at I guess it'd be midnight my time, but
Yeah.
is it 9 p.m. your time?
Yeah, it'll be 9 o'clock my time.
Yeah, I think it's a good time slot, and you can.
It works great. It works pretty great. For myself and Manny and Tank and them, and it works pretty good for Josh. And that's the most important thing, because Josh is my partner. Him and I started these streams together. That's my boy, and I love for him to get his artwork out there. He's not feeling good today, so I hope he feels better soon. You know, and all that good stuff, man. And I think we picked up on some few people's because I tweeted that I forgot to share that I was actually streaming because that happened. That was an accidental accident, but it's all good.
Yeah, there's 15 people watching now, and
Yeah.
Manny's still in the chat.
Yeah, Manny always, Manny's always gonna be supportive, man. Can't, and tomorrow, don't forget, tomorrow we're gonna be on Manny's channel. Tomorrow we're gonna be on Manny's channel. At Good Dog Press is gonna be everybody, Lottie, Dottie, everybody that is here. Everybody. Hopefully will be there to join. I may be a little bit late. Just because I'm doing some house things, like I try not to I try to start the shows on time when I'm the one hosting. I'll probably be a little bit late for Manny's show. Not too late, 15, 20 minutes the tops. But I'll be there. Because I'm the comic relief, I guess. I don't know. or I'm the mouth that never shuts up. One of the two.
Well, you're really good at reading the chat too, and you're keep the audience, engaged, and they're typing the chat. But because if people are all just drawing art, and not reading the chat, then people get kind of bored because they don't feel that their comments matter.
Yeah. And that's the good thing about this channel. It's one thing that I do love. I do love engaging the audience. I think that the audience that we have, they're very good people. They're all really nice to us. They're giving us our time, and they take time out of their day to watch us. So the least I could do is be thankful enough to at least try to engage them as best as I can. I don't know what's going to happen if I get, if this channel ever blows up and grows big, and has 200 people watching like Doug or something like that. I don't know if I'll be able to keep up with that. But I will do my best.
Well, it's
read highlights or whatever.
Yeah, you get used to the who the regulars are, and you'll have good moderators. You have good moderators, so by then these are going to be seasoned veterans. I mean, they're already super welcoming.
Yep,
which
and
is
not
awesome.
only that, you're right. We know the people that come in all the time. And that's a good thing. All right, we're down to the last 2 minutes of the show. So Lorenzo, tell everybody where you can be found.
Lorenzo Sleestack on YouTube. Gonna have gonna be streaming up. Hopefully within about a week's period of time, I'll be doing a live stream or upload a video. And so it's Lorenzo Sleestack on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Amazing. I'm looking forward to that, Lorenzo. I'm pretty sure you're going to do an amazing job.
Well, thank you.
Tank, give yourself an outro, bro, from Vault 76.
Well, you can. Well, actually, technically, it's Vault 19K, 19 kilo. But you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at /TankFerretArt. You can also find me here with E. Ortiz or Manny on Good Dog Press almost every night. And I will be coming up with content for my channel as I'm continuing to research and develop that so I can bring you top quality entertainment straight out of the bat. But if you want to go ahead and go on and subscribe to me, go ahead. Tank Ferret Art. Thank you. E?
Thank you, sir. Trusty Sidekick. Let us know where you can be found, sir.
I can be found on Twitter at Trusty Sidekick 3. Have no idea who Trusty Sidekick 1 and 2 are, but we're going to have words. I've also got some stuff on DeviantArt under Trusty Sidekick. There's a few Trusty Sidekicks on DeviantArt too. Mine is one word, capital T, capital S. And I've only just started an Instagram account. I don't have anything posted yet, but I'm going to start putting up some of the things that you guys have been seeing me do here and on Popefire's stream.
Awesome. Thank you, sir, for joining us.
Thank you.
I am Ortiz, your humble host and moderator and chat reader and sometimes artist. I want to thank everybody for joining the show, everybody on the panel and everybody that took the time out in the audience to come in, join, engage us in the chats. Jordan, Marcus Givens, KG, Kronos, all y'all, the regulars, Risey Lee, who was in here for a while, the Australian Thor. You guys, you guys make these shows worth it. Y'all come over here. Y'all keep us going with the chats and all that good stuff. So thank you so much for coming in, joining us, and allowing us to entertain you for this past 2 hours. I hope you all have a great evening. God bless and good night. And where's my end stream?